Sounds a little different, doesn't she? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is the day. Today is the day I'm going to give you all the updates, a lot of information to get out there on all the beast fleet, including this one. This one, well, there's a reason this one's here, and you may not have seen other vehicles on the channel. Also been a lot of changes in my professional life too, because I officially retired from law enforcement. I'm done. But I'm not done working, guys. I'm too young to be done altogether. The nice thing I was blessed with, I got in young. I got in at age 21. I started my career, and then that entitled me to work 20 years and then retire, and I'm gonna collect a pension. Pension's not enough to live off of. I wanna move. There's some family stuff that we wanna do. I want a garage so I could do videos at home and not have to rely on my partners as much, but I enjoy working with them as well. But the problem is I have to go by their schedule, and they're not usually open on the weekends. JP Shop's awesome though. They let me do some installs on the weekends there. I have access to the shop. Keith and Gabe been a great support of the channel. Still gonna be doing videos with all the partners that you've seen over the years. Footage just might be a little bit, uploads will be a little bit more sporadic than usual as I position myself to start a new career in the private sector. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that. I'll get the missus back on the channel. Actually, I'll give you some updates on this. Next video, we'll be installing a fleece lift pump. If you watch the live feed with everything diesel and my buddy Eric, I discussed that, why I went to go that route. We're doing things a little bit different with this build. We're doing the fueling upgrades first. And yes, I'm gonna be studying this. Head studs are on the way as well. Probably gonna do something with the CP3, but I'm gonna give you guys a CP3. Yeah, we're gonna be swapping that CP4 for the CP3. And we went with a company, we locked that in. So you'll see that that's coming. But fueling upgrades first. And then we're gonna second gen swap it. So big plans for this truck before we second gen swap it. We're gonna be back out at Maple Grove Automotive LLC doing some dyno testing as well. It's gonna be fun. I love this truck, and it got some big plans for it, but we're doing things differently. We're doing things probably the way you should do them if you plan on going with the S400 turbo. And because we're adding all that power, I'm actually gonna head out to Chester County Transmissions right now to meet with Andy, and we're gonna call RevMax and discuss some plans with this build. If you're ever interested in purchasing any AMSOIL products, make sure you check out my website, beastsynthetics.com, or you can check out allbeastprojects.com, and there's actually a page on there explains the different types of membership you can have. If you have a shop and you want to sell AMSOIL, there's information on that. Just make sure you do it through me, because then it helps support the channel so I can continue doing this. The goal, guys, the main goal that I always had was to do this full time and do it more often. We're on our way there. We're getting there. We're just not, we got some room to grow. And I'm one person, and I'm spreading myself too thin, but it's not stopping me. I'm still gonna grind. I'm still gonna do this YouTube thing part-time. I'm gonna do the AMSOIL thing part-time. And oh yeah, we also have merch on the website. That also helps support the channel. But thank you guys, seriously. It means so much to me. And since we got the 5th gen Cummins back on the channel, per se, the channel's starting to rejuvenate. So, and I feel bad because my uploads have been sporadic, but you guys get it. You understand, I got a lot going on in my life right now. Living that Lancaster life. Back to the head studs, guys. We're actually going with a different company this time. It's not going to be ARP, so stay tuned for that video. These studs that we're installing, I was talking to my buddy Everything Diesel Cam, and he said they're just as good, if not better, than the ARP 425s. So stay tuned for that video, and then we're going to pump our tune-up a little bit higher than 80 horsepower once that happens. We're out at CCT, and it seems kind of fitting that one of my old police cars is sitting right out front. It's sitting right out front. Not our sitting, sitting. It's sitting. And in case you guys don't know, if you're in the area, you can get your AMSOIL from here. If you don't want to pay shipping, you come out to CCT and get your AMSOIL. Oh, look, this is working. Hi, Tara.
High energy.
Unfortunately, our contact over at RevMax is not in today, but we'll be following up with them, and I can almost guarantee 100%, almost, that we'll be using some components The plan is it's going to be the valve body,
right?
The
Zero
flex
flex
valve body, like we did in Beast 2.0. We're also going to use their filter adapter, which is
it's pretty standard.
Yeah, it's better than plastic. That's what they come with factory.
Right.
We're also going to do the thermostatic bypass,
right,
and a deep transpan. That's at our current level now with tuning. So basically it's just going to be tuning. We're going to continue the fueling upgrades, and then we're going to move into doing the second gen swap. Now once we go there, we are going to pull the trans, throw a triple disc in there,
that's right,
build everything.
Yeah.
So that's the plans.
I think it's worth pointing out too is that, I think anybody who has, a 68 RFE, what we're going to do here with Steve is by far what makes the most sense, just from even if you haven't done any tuning. I mean, the upgrades, the improvements that you get with this valve body are worth every penny. So between the valve body, the filter adapter, so you're not dealing with any filters that fall out, because that happens, and the thermostatic bypass, you improve your cooling, you improve the overall operation of the transmission with the valve body. It's just a good reliability upgrade, period. I mean, I don't think that anybody out there, if you have one, do it. Just do it. It makes sense. It's not bang for the buck is tremendous, and what you stand to gain in terms of the life of your transmission, it's worth every penny. Do it.
And you can get all that stuff through Andy here at Chester
Yes.
County Transmissions, and he'll warranty it.
Yes.
Yes, but you got to get it through him. You can't buy the parts.
If you
and
bring
it here.
If you bring it, I can't warranty a part that you bought, right? So yeah, you let me buy it for you. It's not going to cost but a few pennies more, and you get a warranty, and you get a nice, beautiful hand to shake.
There you go. Yeah. And that will lead me into my next thing. The Charger is gone. The Charger is no longer on the channel. We had a lot of fun building that car, and the reason why we got rid of it is because, I wanted to get back into a diesel, and all you guys came back. Like a lot of people, a lot of subscribers came back because of that truck, and I'm glad I did. But I did have a lot of fun building that car. We had a lot of fun with it here.
We had a ton of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun with the car. It's just, it got to a point with that Hemi engine, the 6.4 liter Hemi that was in there. If I wanted to do some other bolt-ons, it was going to require a lot of other modifications and a lot of money, and it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense for me as the channel, because that's why we buy these cars, and a lot of newer cars, and we make content with it, because everyone wants to see what you can do to them in the beginning. And that's why I don't worry about warranties. People think I'm crazy. Like, what? You got a brand new truck, you're gonna pull the trans out and you're gonna do all this stuff. It's like, well, I make content with it.
Yeah.
There's reasons, because down the road, that truck's gonna be out of warranty. And we wanna show you the options that work
for
after that happens. Yeah,
right,
after that happens.
Yeah.
So I'm not crazy. I do all this for a reason.
Well, and what's important too is it's not hacky stuff. It's being done the right way with good quality products that aren't going to compromise the truck from a reliability perspective, right? Because that's what we want a warranty, because we're concerned that something's going to break down, we're going to have a problem, and we don't want to have to pay for it, especially with the new truck. But you know what? Any modification that you do, and you do it the right way with a good quality product, you don't have nothing to worry about. You just do it the right way the first time, and you're good to go, and you enjoy it along the way. It's good times.
And we're building it bigger and better and stronger.
That's right.
And that's the important thing too, guys, because everyone wants to tune their vehicles. They want to add all this horsepower and torque. If you don't do the supporting upgrades for that, you are going to break stuff. It's going to happen. I proved that to you.
It comes with the territory.
Yeah, I proved that to you. I make content doing that. I break stuff occasionally, and that's what it's about, because you're not going to have, a lot of guys think that they just add tuning and then they're good to go. Well, then when they break an input shaft or burn the overdrive clutches, well, that's because it wasn't designed to hold that much power. Even though the truck's more than capable of making so much more power, factory doesn't design it to do that.
Right.
But we break that code, and we're building it to make that power. And it's nice that I got to experience it with 2.0, and I'm going to be back here with 3.0. And
right.
That truck is a beast. That truck's awesome. I love that truck.
It's so nice.
Yes.
It's really nice. Yep.
And if you need AMSOIL and you don't want to pay shipping, like I said when I was coming in here, Andy has a decent inventory. If he doesn't have what you need, he'll get it for you. He can get it for you, like, I think it's like one day, right?
Yeah, typically a day, 2 at the most. So yeah, if you just shoot me an email and say, hey, I'd like to come by and scoop up this, that, or the other thing, I can order it for you and I'll have it here ready to go. So just a couple days.
Yeah, and this stuff right here, this diesel all-in-one, every other tank in the wintertime, guys. Every other tank. And this stuff, this Dominator octane boost, this stuff really makes your gas engines into a beast. I use it in my Jeep, the RUBIBEAST, all the time. Yeah, the RUBIBEAST isn't going anywhere. Not going anywhere. We have too much fun with that Jeep. We go off-road, we do all these different events with it. RUBIBEAST isn't gonna go anywhere. We're still gonna continue to build that. And well, I'll show you, we did get another vehicle for the missus, and then I'll roll into that. We're back home. Before I talk about the Ram Rebel, Belle, aka Belle, I want to talk about this real quick. This right here, guys, saved my butt a couple times. I actually have one in the RUBIBEAST at all times, because when we do go off-roading and we're out far away from civilization, your battery dies, you are in some trouble if no one has jumper cables, or if you're by yourself. We usually go out in pairs at the very least, but I've been out on Acetique where I killed my battery, somehow killed it from sitting all day long, and I had no way of jumping it. Luckily, someone was driving by, we were able to get it jumped. But this little bad boy, worth every penny. I'll have all the information for it in the video description below. Let's open it up and I'll explain it. There you have it, guys. Comes in a nice case. You can legit just throw this underneath your seat. Oh, check it out. And you can also run USB devices off of this, charge your phone. You can do a lot with this little thing. It's got a little light on it. Highly recommend this. And this is where you would plug in your jumper cables, which is clutch. Comes with some cables. There you go. Looks like that's a USB. Looks like another charging cable you can keep stored in there. Here's your jumper cables. Actually, this one right here. I think this is going to be your charger to charge this device. And then this bad boy is going to plug in here, right? And then you're going to hit a button on here. Let me see if I can turn this on. Let's turn it on. It also tells you where your battery level is on this too, so you can charge this bad boy before you put it in your vehicle. Matter of fact, I charged the one I have in the RUBIBEAST, and it's still at 100%, and it sat for almost a year. And then I just recharged it and put it back in there. But it's a good peace of mind to have this with you, so you have something. Like I used it to jump the charger a couple times, because the charger would sit so long in the garage, and the battery would be completely depleted, and this bad boy, totally completely dead battery, would jump it. You would plug this in to this device right here, and then you would plug these onto your batteries. It's going to give you directions on how to jump it, and then on the side of here, it will tell you if it's connected correctly. And then if it's a completely dead battery, you're going to press this boost button in, and that's how you're going to get your stuff started. If it's just slightly depleted, just not enough to completely turn the engine over, you might not even need to boost it. But if you boost it once or twice, no big deal. It will jump. This thing right here will jump your car, and it will save your ass. And I will have the information in the video description below. And I do believe there is going to be discount information on this as well. But you know, it's cheap for the peace of mind that you can have. Especially, I mean, I'm gonna throw one of these in all of our vehicles, and it's, you know, it's a good present too. Especially someone just getting their car, because it's nowhere near as bulky as jumper cables. You put this next to a thing of jumper cables. Look how small this is. This is perfect. Got that portable jump box charging right now. So why did we get rid of the Rebel? The Rebel. Well, the Rebel was a pretty hefty payment. We actually rolled, I think if I remember correctly, the 4Runner into that. So the payment was higher than this, believe it or not. Payment was higher than this bad boy. And it was the wife's daily driver. It was an experiment to have 3 builds going on at the same time, and using, as you guys know, we like to do newer vehicles, and having 3 newer vehicles and 3 newer builds going, it just it was frustrating to try to make content with it, because then I'd have to take it from her, and she would have to, we make arrangements, get another vehicle to drive, and then, you know, then we did all the cool mods to it, and they were all great mods. I loved every single mod that we did to it. But dailying that thing, and my wife drives pretty far to work. I think she averages round trip 75 miles a day, if not more. Fuel economy and a tuned, performance tuned, lifted truck on 35s wasn't that great. It wasn't great at all. Actually, it was probably about 11 miles per gallon, maybe 10 to 11. with much travel she's doing. She was filling her tank sometimes 3 times a week, based on all the other runs that she has to do, because not only does she drive to work, but she does mom things too, stuff with her kids' schools, stuff for Girl Scouts. So it was costly. It was a very expensive payment, very expensive fuel bill each month. So it just didn't make sense, and it was a pain for me to get the vehicle, to do anything with it, but it was fun, and we used that vehicle on a lot of trips because it was very roomy inside. 5th gen Ram Rebel. It didn't make sense for the channel, so we had to make a change. So she picked out her new vehicle. She totally picked it out. I just gave her some little bit of input on it, but this is the first vehicle that she actually said, I want to pick this one out. I sent her in a direction. We went to the D'Ambrosio group of Downingtown, and of course our friend Joe took care of us. And I'll show you the vehicle. You've seen it in the background in videos. We didn't do anything with it. We tinted the windows, added a pro clip, and that's pretty much it. I almost added, of course, an exhaust to it, but I found out that car that she has doesn't have dual exits. But there were certain things that she wanted, and I'll let her talk about it, with that Grand Cherokee that she got, and that's all she wanted, and she's happy with it. And I'm not taking it from her to make content with it, and it gets really good fuel economy, so, and the payment's cheaper. So they're the reasons why the Charger's gone. Charger's gone because, well, got back to my roots, got back to the beast build, Ram, Cummins. The Rebel's gone because, well, financially it was stupid. And all the money I make off of YouTube, all the money I make off of AMSOIL, I put it all right back into the videos, the builds, because as you guys know, all these parts are not cheap. Not everything is sponsored. Some stuff does get sponsored. Some stuff is 100%, very limited. Some stuff is like 10-15%. I mean, all the rest is coming out of me, thanks to you helping me out. But some of it does come out of my personal income too, because, well, I love doing this. I enjoy doing it. I would love to make tons more content, but financially it just doesn't make sense where I'm at in my life. Yeah, I ended one portion of my life over 22 years doing something. Now I'm moving into another one, and, well, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do my passion. This is my passion. I'm going to do this. It's just still going to be maybe 1 video a week. We may skip a week here and there, especially in the beginning when I start this new job, because it's definitely it's going to take a lot getting used to. I mean, I'm going to be a civilian again for the first time in like 22 years. So yeah, I'll let her talk about it a little bit. Well, actually, I'll probably throw some candid shots from my career over the years, now that I can officially put it out there, because I'm done doing that type of work now. So I just want to thank you guys again for all your awesome support and letting me continue to do this venture on YouTube and make content, because I truly enjoy doing it, and I truly enjoy building these awesome vehicles. And maybe one day I can be to the level where I can do it full time. It's just we're far away, because anyone that's YouTubed can tell you, especially on a smaller channel like me, I think we're almost at 25,000 subscribers. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to even get to where I'm at now, and I had goals to attain, but I also have to be responsible as an adult and a parent. So I have to do what's best for the family. But I'm not going away, guys. Not going away. I'm still planning upgrades, as you saw today with this thing. We I actually ordered new wheels. New wheels are coming, because, well, you'll see in the next video what I did. And this guy's right here is Ma Beast. There's not a tag on it that says Ma Beast, but that's sort of what the girls and I named it. Ma Beast, M-A Beast, because it's Hetty's. It's Hetty's Beast.
So Gaston didn't really do anything for me. Loved it, nice car, but I didn't really drive it. He let me drive it sometimes, but even when he would let me drive it, like, I'm a wuss, so I didn't get on it. And
then she would yell at me whenever I got on it. Yeah, because every time.
You know, I can't afford a ticket, and I love my life.
You're just scared.
I'm scared, yeah. So that thing didn't bother me. I wanted it gone, so.
But all the other reasons why, it just made sense. And right now, tell them about your fuel economy with this bad boy.
All right, so getting rid of the truck, I was sad at first because I really loved it. I loved all the room. I loved that monitor. But we got this, and at first I thought it was doable, but I love this. So the only thing I don't like necessarily is there's not as much room in the back, so the girls aren't really as big of fans, but it's not their car, it's my car. And the gas mileage is phenomenal. I used to get like 3 times at least. I think I had to fill up 3 times minimal to go to work for a week, and then plus all the other like chores and stuff I had to do. But with this thing, it's once a week, and it's not like I'm just going to work and back and not doing anything else. I mean, I still run here, there, and everywhere, and still only fill it up 1 time a week.
And there was one thing that you said I had to make sure that this thing had. What was that one thing?
I wanted a moonroof. So.
That's all she wanted. She didn't care about anything else, guys. She just wanted a moonroof. I was like, well, we can make that happen. Went over to Jeff D'Ambrosio, as you see on the license plate frame, and Joe took care of us as per the usual. What are your thoughts of, you know, when we added the diesel back to the channel?
I was okay with it, because eventually, you know, on my vision board, we did everything we needed to do because of your retirement. We're ready to, you know, get a bigger house, move, and we needed to lower payments, and eventually we're going to, I would hope, travel more, and we're going to need to trailer some things, and we're going to need a big diesel to do that.
Well, unfortunately, my trailer is about, what is it?
I don't know,
8 pounds?
8.2 pounds right now.
And her name is Gracie, because that was going to be my trailer. But we don't really need one per se yet. We don't need one yet, but it's coming. We're going to need one, and we're building this truck. I'm not showing it to you right now because just less than 24 hours there was a change made to it, and we'll go over that in a future video. But yeah, oh well, that's enough chalk, and you guys get it. Thank you for all your support over the years. Hetty actually made a suggestion that I roll out like some of my old photos from my career at the end of this video. So if you want to stay by and watch that, feel free to. If not, just hit the stop button, move on to the next video. But I'm following her lead, I'll do it.
I mean, that's definitely something to be proud of.
I am proud of it. It seems surreal. I can't believe it's over, and I'm starting anew. So again, thank you guys for all the support, and I'm not going anywhere. We're going to continue doing this on a part-time basis like we have been, like 1 video a week. There may be a week or 2. I went over all that. I'll stop talking.
So you getting to
hey,
things.
Yep.
Shocking, you talking too much.
Yeah, stop it. If you guys are stopping by for the first time, make sure you smash, tap, do something to that subscribe button.
He's old and retired now. I'll take it easy on him.
I know you love this video, so you're going to hit the thumbs up button.
Yeah, you are.
We love you guys.
Subscribe, ding, ding, if you didn't already.
Make sure you turn on all those notifications. Did I say that?
You didn't.
All right, I'm a mess. I'm a little out of sorts, guys. You can understand. All right, we love you. We'll see you. Nope. We'll see you on the next. I don't have to anymore.
Yeah, you do.
No, we'll see you on the next upload.